Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar this morning, all about broadcasting and production pathways. Joined today by two of our wonderful teachers from New Vic. We have Maria there, who's a teacher of media, creative production, and we have John. They're both going to be giving us a insight into studying at New Vic. John's going to introduce the session, and then we'll hand over to Maria, who will be giving us a little masterclass about this pathway. You'll also be able to ask some questions as we go through, so I'll explain a bit about that in a moment. First, I just have to do some technical checks. So could you please just use the raise hand button at the bottom of your screen to let me know that you can hear me okay? Fantastic. And then could you do the same to let me know that you can see me okay? Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Just to let you know that we're talking about career pathways today, but there are some videos available on our website that give you a lot more in-depth detail about our courses that are available that are related to these pathways. So please do go to newvic.ac.uk to the Open Day page and you'll find those videos there. Okay, right, I'm going to hand over now to John, who's going to introduce the session.
Brilliant. Okay, well, good morning and welcome to all of you out there watching us. You just saw a list of our subjects there that Maria and I get very excited about because we're involved in teaching across quite a few of those. And today is about pathways and thinking about your careers. And hopefully you're sitting there as creative people and you're full of questions, and hopefully we'll give you the answers to why you should think about broadcasting and production. It's an amazing area. And why should you study at New Vic? Well, there are so many opportunities. We're a big college, and I'd like to share with you some of the entry requirements and things that we look at. We've got A levels on offer, T levels, and the level 3 and level 2 vocational qualifications. And depending on you and depending on what courses, your qualifications are, there are lots of different entry pathways into the same in the same area of the industry, and that's partly what we're trying to illuminate for you today. So A levels generally require 5 GCSEs and English or maths at grade 5. Some are more challenging. T levels, we've got again the technical levels that the government are promoting highly, and that does affect areas of our industry too, the creative industries. They would require 5 GCSEs, and again, maths and English need to be at sort of 4 or above, with maths often at 5 actually in some of the more technical areas, and that would relate to some of what we're going to talk about today. And then we've got our wonderful level 3 vocational qualifications run by the University of the Arts London and BTEC. We do both. Maria and I are both heavily involved in UAL. They're fantastic creative ways into the industry. So they are our entry requirements. You can see those listed. And this is where we start getting excited by where could you go with these different things. And at the bottom of your screen in white, you can see some of the kind of degree areas, media studies there, cinematics and photography, drama, music. So Maria and I have both got different sort of aspects of those. She's going to present to you a lot about the broadcasting and cinematic side of things. I'm a musician and have got into media through that route. So, but even between the two of us, we have had different career pathways into our areas of interest and what we're expert in now. So you can see you can come in through A levels or vocational routes to get to where you want to go. Okay, this slide about production and directors and that sort of the artistic side of things is followed by a different slide, and you'll see on this one, this is more about the photography, audio, visual and broadcasting, the kind of the technical side of things. I certainly have a secret techie side that I love, because it allows me to explore different artistic ideas, and you can see the degrees there also allow you to explore different artistic ideas, the photography, the media studies, design degrees. Nowadays there are degrees that you wouldn't even believe actually exist. So we're going to try and illuminate some of that for you, and I would like to hand over to Maria, I think.
Can I just jump in? Sorry, because I forgot to mention the Q&A button to our participants. So apologies for that. Just to let you know, the chat has been disabled, but you can still ask us questions by using the Q&A button, and Brilliant. We'll be keeping an eye on that throughout. So if anything pops up and you like to ask, don't wait, don't be shy, just pop the question in there, and we'll try and answer it for you. Okay. All right, Maria, I'll hand over to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce your names correctly, but I'm going to try. Hi, Danielle, Gabriel, and Shanae. So this is going to be a quick intro in broadcasting and production. It's very, very fun. It has a bit of everything. You might not even know what it means, or you might have an idea of what it might mean, but it's really anything that has to do with television, with cinema, with streaming, live streaming, anything that you can think of actually you getting your hands on a camera and doing stuff, or working in the post-production aspect, which is actually behind the camera before doing stuff to get on the screen or after the screen, yeah? This is a bit of combination of everything. So you will learn how to put a show together, how to prepare it, how to shoot it, and how to edit it. And it's very, very fun. It's very, very hands-on. It's amazing because you've got the opportunity of working with different people from different teams. Then also you've got the opportunity to do things by yourselves. So it's all about exploring how to work with others, how to develop ideas with others, and then how to put things all by yourself, to do your own thing and put it out there. So both broadcasting and production, it's quite fun. It's quite fast-paced, and it's all about just making things happening. Do you watch any TV shows? I guess you do. Do you have any favorite ones? I bet you do. Sex Education is actually a very high hit in your age group, and it's amazing. It's beautifully shot. And if you try to think of how many people have been involved in this show and what it entails of actually putting this together, there are so many different actually roles you haven't even heard of, and so many different roles that you might actually think of, such as director, or like floor assistant, or actually, I don't know, like someone who's doing like post-production, VFX, sound effects. But there are so many different aspects of this teamwork that you would be amazed by. And it's so creative and very, very productive, yeah? And it's super, super, super aspiring. You will have the opportunity to work with people from the industry. And what we are doing as a media production course is that we give the opportunity to our second years to go ahead and work in the BT Sports Studio in here East, which is amazing. And they get the opportunity to work for solid 8 weeks with the professionals from the industry, creating their own show, which is actually being showed on the TV, which is fantastic. So they work with professionals, they work with proper studios and people there, and they're producing amazing stuff. So not only you're going to be learning stuff from a creative point of view, and you developing skills and learning how to work with others. In the 2-year full course we've got, in the second year, you're going to be applying these skills and working in the industry, which is pretty amazing. So by the age of 18, when you graduate, you will have proper professional experience in the industry. Which many people don't even get by the age of 25. So it's pretty amazing. So sorry, I talked too much. So please stop me.
No,
I never know when to stop, guys.
Just when you were talking about all the different roles that you have in production, I was thinking of the credits at the end of films, and you see there are just so many people in there. Many of them jobs that I'm not sure what they are.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's all about working on the set, working behind the set, working with the actors, working actually with the producers, working with actually what is going to be on the script. So many different aspects that it's just endless. And as I said, we give the opportunity to our second years to go and work in the professional environment, so they actually have an idea of all the different jobs that are available to them, which is very important. And it's actually not many places do it in London, if you know what I mean. So we're a very special college. So you need to choose us.
Video at the end of this presentation about that.
We have a very, very, very informative, a short video. Right. So should we? Excellent. So yeah, some roles you can actually think of, and we have listed just a few here that actually we think they're going to make sense to you. So like TV directing, producing, anything that has to do with the camera work, videographer, graphic design, because all the aspects of design, they're actually integrated in the TV. So anything from the opening titles, the ending titles, anything animated you can see, visual effects, let's say there is like an explosion, or like there is like something coming in and out, and an animated element. Then anything that has to do with journalism, just like being a presenter, actually putting everything together and talking to the people from the show. Then like if you want to be on the media sales aspect, you can actually do that as well. You can do bookings, and then like just like the very basic digital content manager, which we have it like everywhere. We haven't listed jobs such as like art directing, or like putting like hair and makeup, which these actually are jobs that they're running, and they're very important in the broadcasting and production. They're called after they go under the crafts, let's say, pathway of the broadcasting and production, which is really, really fun. So after that, what we have here as a slide is actually giving you an idea of how important the creative sector is and how much money it actually makes in the UK economy, and not only the UK economy, but actually globally. Usually we have quite a few parents being a bit worried when we have students being interested in the media. They're like, oh, what is my kid going to do after college? What kind of jobs they can get? Are they going to make any money? And the question is, yes. Everyone is watching a show. Everyone has Netflix on their phones. Everyone is hooked up on TV, and they're watching something that they're very interested in. So really, the media sector, regardless of what is going to happen in the overall economy in every country, the media sector will never ever go down. If anything, it's going to keep on going up and up, because we are all a bit obsessed with our phones, a bit obsessed with the show, and it really does make sense, isn't it? So if anything, that's the place, and that's massive growth that is going to keep on happening up until up until something replaces the internet, which I cannot see it happening anytime soon.
Do you think so? Things like Netflix and Amazon, all these, have they made like a real difference to this sector? Because it's changed so much, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has opened up more actually jobs, and not only that, It has given us the opportunity to be a bit more remotely. So like you can work for Netflix, and be based in London, but then you can work in the quarters which are actually in Amsterdam. So having like this flexibility, it's absolutely amazing. We are more employable than anyone else. You can actually get a job anywhere in the world just because you can produce and give your hard skills from anywhere you choose to be. So it's really, really, really flexible, and it's actually the future.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Okay.
And here, I know, guys, you might find it a bit boring, and it's a bit of a shocking image because it's like instantly you're related to maths, but it's very informative. It's all about looking at it and seeing. If you quickly look at it, you can see like the very, very figure on the left. It's way lower than the top right. Far right figure on the right, and on the left we've got the 2018, only like 2 years ago, and then far right we have the 2027. It's actually the broadcasting growth that actually is universally, like in the South America, North America, Europe, Asia, and Middle East and Africa. We have seen a massive growth, and this represents like how people actually react and respond to the broadcasting and production. And as you can see, there is no decline. If anything, it's going up and up and up, and it will keep on going up because that's what we do.
Yeah, it seems like it's really a growing industry still.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting that Europe is probably one of the biggest growth areas, and that we've got stories that we want to share, and broadcasting, and that is the way that people share stories.
Absolutely. And all the live streaming, actually, people, guys, the live streaming companies, Netflix, Amazon, not Hulu, and Apple, the headquarters, they're all based in Europe. That's why we have like such a big growth, because we have more jobs now for you guys. Whereas before it was everything was based in the States. So people had to travel and had to go to California to get jobs when it came like to proper big films. Whereas now we shoot them in Amsterdam, we shoot them in London, we shoot them in France and in Germany. So it's very, very available to you.
I think it's interesting as well with things like Netflix and Amazon. we're more aware of the kinds of programs that are broadcast in other countries as well. So it kind of opens our minds to the other opportunities out there in Europe, because, you know, we get a chance to watch Spanish programs, German programs that we would never have come across before.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Right. And this is like a slide that actually we just decided like to give you, a very brief idea of what is the quality that you need to have. Because many people would think that like, oh my God, I don't even know how to hold a camera. I don't even know how to do anything. I've never filmed anything. I like the idea of working in in TV or like actually shooting a film, but I don't know how to do it. Do I need to know before actually applying for this course? You don't. All you need to do is actually show us that you are interested in this area, that you have a kind of an interest, even if you don't know what specific that is. You might actually want to be part of the show, but then you don't even know what that means, and it's fine. You need to be keen to learn. You need to be able to have amazing communication skills. And if you are lacking those, it's all about being able and being willing, to actually change that and improve them. You need to actually to have the ability to work in groups and alone. And this is quite hard, but it's actually something that you can learn, and you will be able to learn this in the course, because it's a 2-year full course, and you will have this ability of expanding and exploring and developing those soft skills. You will be able to meet like very tight deadlines, because let's face it, proper TV, it has a very, very, very fast-paced environment, and you will need to be quick to adapt to whatever changes you might need to do. But again, just because the course we run actually prepares you for that, you will be able, by the end of the 2 years full course, to be able to go and get a job there. You will need to be able to learn technical skills. If you have none now, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to have the skills beforehand. It's all about being willing to actually develop those and being very keen to learn all these technical skills for any job in the broadcasting and production. And you need to be able to experiment a bit, because it's all about pushing boundaries, and being creative. And this is what we want to see from you guys, not just us, but actually the industry itself. And you need to be able to learn how to approach and solve a problem. No one knows to solve any problems yet, and that's fine, but it's all about learning how to approach a problem and then be able not to panic, but actually sort it out as soon as possible. That's it. And it's very doable, and it's very fun, and it's very creative. So it's absolutely amazing.
Excellent. Thank you, Maria. I think,
Thank you.
Right, so I think next we've got that video I told you about the opportunities that students have. John, did you want to introduce that a little bit?
I wanted to say something before I ask Maria to just introduce the video, because it's it's a project very close to her heart, and the advertising for this presentation also sort of includes electronic engineers performing in production. These are sort of some of the ancillary aspects, and I wanted to just ensure that the attendees, the students looking, kind of recognize that these are pathways into the same area. Our electronics engineering department is amazing. There's a lot of CAD work, a lot of CNC, the actual creation of the tech stuff behind the artistic creative stuff that Maria's described so well. And the media course is amazing at giving. So I think the engineering is changing and reacting to the new remote, online, digital, the web that's not going anywhere world, and the way the world of work has changed, and the way that teaching in engineering and electronics, and even things like sociology, psychology, things that feed into storytelling, understanding human behavior. So those, if you are looking at this video because you were interested and you were captured by some of those areas, this is still a pathway for you. It relates to, I said the word storytelling earlier, and you'll see that very well, I think, in this video coming up. Maria, do you want to just describe what we're going to see?
Absolutely, yeah. As John said, this is very, very close to me. We have been running this with BT Sports for 2 years now, and we always select our most able students to actually go there and work with the professionals and create a beautiful 30-minute live show for TV, all the BT Sport channels, which is actually, there are 4 of them. So it's just a sneak peek. It's a very, very quick promo video. So you're not going to make absolute sense of what is happening, but it's all about getting the feeling, getting the idea, and actually seeing beautiful shots and really small videos of our students working with the professionals and then them putting the show together. So you're going to see a different like combination of them creating the effects, beautiful sounds, beautiful shots, working in proper studios, having actually working like on site, so actually site-specific shootings that they really like in location. So I think it's enough of me talking. You should go ahead and have a look at it. Don't blink because it's so quick that if you blink, you're gonna miss, you know, a shot. But go ahead and enjoy it.
Okay, thanks, Maria. Wow, that's great. Thanks, Maria, and thanks, John. Just going to move on to some questions now. Let's see. Could you speak a little bit about the kind of academic support that's available for students studying these subjects at UVic?
Absolutely, I could do a quick general one, and then Maria, you can. Yeah, I mean, across all of our A-level subjects and T-levels and the vocational stuff, there is a tutoring system, and a lot, because we're a big college, we have a lot of students who come across different challenges in their life. Some of them to do with learning, some of them to do with their own lives, and there's a big team that are very active, and there are lots of opportunities to kind of to get support within the student body as well. Lots of clubs, enrichment clubs, and like-minded people get together, and you know, sometimes that is super important for support as well. More specifically, creatively, Maria, what would you?
Yes, in terms of the media department, let's say, I'm gonna focus on that because this is where I teach guys. So if you choose to do media, you're gonna see me a lot. We are a small group, but we are all you know, we are like practicing artists, designers, creatives, which is really important when it comes to you studying creative subject. It's very, very important having people who teach you, who are actually involved in what is happening now in the industry. And we're all offering that, which is very, very important, I think. And I strongly believe that. We are very close to our students. We're teaching you from day one how to develop your skills, how to develop your own skill, your own thinking, your own critical thinking and analyzing stuff, and appreciating and actually developing your own style. So we push you a lot, but then actually we nurture you a lot. So we are standing next to you, seeing you growing, but then we're trying to give you loads of independence. So because we want really you to believe in yourself, so you to be able to analyze your work and actually know when you've done something wrong or when you've actually done something amazing. Yeah. So what we tend to do is actually make you be very creative, being able to actually sell your work, because when it comes to you going outside in the world, it's all about selling your product, right? Whatever that is, your service, your product. So we really think that this is very, very important for you to have as a skill by the time you leave us. And as we said, we are there for you, to teach you, to help you for anything you might need in terms of college-wise, you know, coursework, or as well anything you might need from a pastoral point of view. So we're here to support you, as John said, with anything that you might need outside of like college stuff. Because we truly believe that it's not just you being students, it's all about you being individuals, young people who are about to graduate and actually be out in the world and get a job and be ready to face anything that is about to come your way.
Thanks. I've actually got a question come through from a student as well. Just asking, to study media, do you need to be creative in terms of art?
Not at all. What we need from you guys is, we have this question quite often. If someone was like, I don't know, bloody Picasso, or like an amazing TV producer, why go and study? Why go and actually learn this, isn't it? If you've got some skills, that's fine, but it's not necessary. We don't want anyone to come to us and say, oh, look, I've done this amazing video and actually got like 5 awards. you know, fantastic if you've done that. But no, you don't need to be skillful in anything. All we want from you is actually be very keen to learn, have a passion, even if you don't know exactly what it is, but actually have an idea of maybe knowing that this is what you want to do. And then you come to us and we take you and make sure that we actually push you in all directions to find out what is your thing and how to develop it and how to become good in all the skills you want to develop. So no, you don't have to be good in art. You don't have to be good in video. You might not even have seen a camera before. We don't care. It's all about you having the passion, coming to us, and then us giving you the skills and teaching you these things. That's why we're there, to teach you and give you knowledge. You don't have to have any prior knowledge. If you have an interest, fantastic. If not, that's okay, but we can fix it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I definitely reiterate that. I was thinking about my own experience going in as someone who I was interested in how things worked as well as making things. And when I was younger, I wasn't sure that I was a strong creatively, but actually, and I see this in our students, I see it in art design, I see it in media, I see it all over the place, where people come out at the end because they've been fired up by, say, some of the technical aspects or the organizing aspects. We've got students who go on to do, haven't we, like manage, they become production organizers, they get stuff done, and
exactly
that be the thing that comes out of the media project you do. You realize that this is your thing. Or it could be that you've got amazing graphic design skills that go into the world of VR and VSFX. Who knows? But I agree with Maria wholeheartedly there.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Right, so that brings us to the end of this webinar. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you've enjoyed it and that you found it useful and interesting. There have been lots of other sessions today about different pathways, some of them related to this one. So if you haven't been able to join them, there will be videos uploaded to our website next week. But there are still some more going on this afternoon, so do join if you can. Just to let you know, applications are open for September 2021. You can go to newvic.ac.uk/apply to complete your application form. Any questions in the meantime, just pop an email to that email address you can see there, advice@newvic.ac.uk. So thank you once again. Thanks, John. Thanks, Maria. It's been great. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.